We've told you about the Jax Beach sign lady before, notorious in her neighborhood for the art on her fence, signs with vulgar messages about President Trump. Now one officer has left his job over it. An internal affairs report from August shows that Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Steve Mullen retired, facing discipline for improper action and unbecoming conduct. In the report, Mullen told the woman, Sonia Fitch, that neighbors had complained about the signs, making it a criminal issue. Mullen even suggested that Jacksonville Beach police hold Fitch against her will under the Baker Act. The report shows Jacksonville Beach police have their own protocols for handling complaints about the fence. Fitch filed her own complaint with JSO, saying she was humiliated.